drawing many days, I would just be angry and just taking it out on the artwork.
A Buffalo man who spent 27 years in prison for a murder he did not commit passed the time drawing pictures of golf courses. But before prison, Valentino Dixon had never even set foot on one. Until now. For the first time as a free man, he visited a spot that brought him solace during his time behind bars. Welcome to your first golf course.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Walking on a golf course for the first time, hearing the peaceful hum of nature.
It's like the trees are talking to each other.
Is a surreal experience for Valentino Dixon. For the past 27 years,
I always wanted the drawing to look like a painting.
The only piece he's found on golf courses were through his drawings.
So what I would do was just layer so many colors on top of each other and just take the white paper out.
Spending 8 hours a day drawing fairways and fescue in his 6x8 prison cell. It all started with his superintendent at the notorious Attica Correctional Facility.
And he came by one day and asked me would I draw a picture of his favorite golf course, Augusta. And I never golfed before. So I said, all right, bring the picture in. And he brought it in, I drew it, he loved it.
As Dixon tells us from his mother's home on the east side, he got a stack of old golf magazines and kept drawing.
This is an abstract golf piece that I did original without even looking at anything.
It was all to pass the time while he served a 33-year sentence for murder.
I grew up in a drug-infested neighborhood, you know, violence everywhere, illegal guns. It's easy to say that I was a product of my environment.
An early morning drive-by shooting leaves 1 youth dead and 3 others in the hospital.
In August 1991, Toriano Jackson was murdered at East Ellivan and Bailey. Dixon was convicted despite a confession from another man, Lamar Scott.
But I wasn't a killer. I wasn't a violent person. I've never been that type of a person.
With pressure from Dixon's supporters, DA John Flynn reviewed the case earlier this year. And on September 19th, a judge vacated Dixon's murder conviction. Lamar Scott pleaded guilty. Have you talked to Lamar Scott?
Oh, no, I haven't spoken to him.
Dixon openly talks about his days dealing drugs. He plans to use his experiences on the streets and in prison to empower today's young people on Buffalo's east side.
What I would say to them is it's not worth it. It's a suicidal life, you know? And not all the money in the world is worth jeopardizing your freedom or your life.
A perspective he paid a hefty price for. Are you angry?
You know what? No. I'm not angry. I had my moments of anger when sitting in the jail cell many years, upset, frustrated, pissed off, all of those things, you know, but I tried to take it out on my artwork.
His anger drove him to draw about 600 golf courses, garnering notoriety from Golf Digest and interest from all over the world, including Piers Morgan.
He said that the biggest comebacks of the year is Tiger Woods and Valentino Dixon.
Dixon is saving his first swing for something special, but he was eager to finally see the vistas he's drawn versions of for years. What do you think about it?
I love it. This is peaceful.
Peaceful, yeah.
Well, you don't get it more peaceful than this.
We brought him to Diamond Hawk, 6 miles from where he grew up.
And I can see things here that I can't see in a magazine. There's so much more detail that I'll be able to capture in the drawing.
With a new view on life, Dixon is still drawing. Abstracts, portraits.
I've had offers from all over the world.
Less than 2 weeks out of prison, he commissioned a piece for Ryder Cup captain Jim Furyk.
And it's going to France this afternoon.
And he's been working with Golf Digest to showcase his work in New York City. It's been a whirlwind, but he's seizing the moment. A life far removed from his former life on the streets.
This is how I wanted my story to end. In a place like this, not in a cell, not in a grave. You know, I wanted to end like this.
Wow, an incredible story and an amazing moment to get him out on the golf course for the first time.
Yeah, he was noticing things that you or I would never notice, seeing things, hearing things. It really was quite neat to be there next to him through those experiences. I have to give a shout out to our friend Matt Beauvais. He was there with me through that whole journey of interviewing him. We learned a lot from Valentino Dixon, and it's only the beginning. He's getting a lot of interest from both the golf and our worlds.